He's got a line leaking up here. We're gonna go check out real quick. All right, bump it. I really don't know how we did it. We made it all day today, miraculously. It has rained off and on, well, mainly this morning, and then we've missed all kind of rain this afternoon. It's just been sitting right over there. Look at them daggone poplars, man. I just loaded a load of hardwood a while ago. You talking about slick. You ain't never lived till you step on a piece of that stuff right there on some bark or something, and you'll hit the ground so fast it'll make your head spin. Whew. Struggle is real. We'll go see what else we can get into today here. Okay, I got me something new here. They came off of Amazon and they wasn't but $28. And these things are nice. What it is 2 side mirrors for the Ranger. We're going to install them. This is the one for that side. They come with 2 roll bar clamps. That's 1 3/4 right there. And there's a 2 inch. And they come with the rubber pieces that go on the inside of them. But they're adjustable to lean them back and forth, or you undo this right here to lean them, tilt them back and forth, and then they completely fold in and out, and you can set that, tighten them down too, you know, or anything. So we're going to put one on each side. I'm going to put them up high, that way they won't be in any view down this way or anything. I love the Armor Tech stuff. It's really good. The only drawback to the Armor Tech is they've got everything where it overlaps. You see that right there? Same thing with up here. And what I had to do with this front section when I put the sound bar on it is I had to notch it up there where those clamps, where it would fit over those clamps, which is no problem. Just take my circle 3-inch cutter, Milwaukee cutter, and cut them. And that's what I'm going to do right here too. I'm going to mark where that mount's gonna land right there, and I'm gonna put 2 lines on it, one right there and one right there, and I'm gonna cut this section out to where you'll be looking, it'll sit on there like that and protrude out. So like I said, it won't be in the way of the grab bar or anybody's vision. Cause see, I've got a mirror right there, and then I happen to see these on Big John's side by side he's got up there in Indiana, and I asked him, so man, where'd you get them things from? And he said, I got them off Amazon. So I jumped on there, and there's a link down below. You can find them right there. Like I said, they're $28. I ordered them rascals Monday, got them today, which was Wednesday, and got them real quick. So we're gonna get them on here. Taking me a paint pen and mark that. I use these speed squares a lot. This is the little one, that 4.5 inch one that Milwaukee put out not long ago. I bought this, man. I usually use like the 6 inch, like Swanson's and stuff like that, and I've got the Empires now. But this little dude right here, man, is that's the bomb diggity right there now. All right, so I constantly forget to run the camera on some of this stuff that I do, and I've already cut this one right there, so I just started on that one and it hit me to run the camera. So here we go. See, that thing will run forward or backwards, depending on where you want the sparks to go. Works pretty dang good. So now we're gonna clean it up with this. That didn't work too well. I'm gonna fix it there. There we go. Let's see. Let's do it like this. It'd be a lot easier if I just took this front off, which is not that bad to do, but you got to pull the roof off right there to get it off, so I'm not going to fool with it. I'm about to get it. So here they are finished. You can see where I notched it right there to fit it in there. And clean my glass a while ago too. Here's the other one. They're gonna work pretty good. Sitting right here, I'll be able to see right down the side of the Ranger. They're gonna be just right. Just kind of glance up. Won't get in any of my vision right here. Kind of got to come up a little bit to be able to see them. But if I didn't have this cab on here, or the Armor Tech, that would have took under 5 minutes to do both of them. But cab complicated me, and I was stubborn. I was not gonna take the cab off to make that deal happen, and I was able to make it happen without taking it off, because to get this front off you have to undo the roof up here first, and then you got to lift this part up over it, and that's relatively heavy right there too. It's really a two-person job. It's not really heavy, it's just glass makes it heavy. But the cool thing about these mirrors is this right here. This part right here, you can roll it. Now to roll that, to pivot it down and up, you do have to undo it here, because there's a 4mm Allen in there that you undo, and it's actually grooved, so it cannot, once you set it and you lock it in, it can't, that part can't move. But the mirror itself right here folds back and forth. It's on a spring inside there too, so you can tighten the tension on it. Here's what's cool about this right here. That is a ball right there, and the reason I know that is because I took that one apart over there because it wasn't sitting right. And before I broke something, I wanted to make sure, so I took it apart to see how it worked. But that's a ball, and that's sitting inside of a ball joint right there. So this mirror right here, you can actually pivot it all over the place right here. So this thing was $28.95 for the two of them, and very happy with them. And they're gonna work. So they're fixed where if you slap something with a limb, you know, they'll fold in. And but let's go from the front and see what it looks like. So you can't even really tell it from the front right there at all. So that's gonna work. That's gonna work well. I got something else I'll show y'all. Y'all know I bought this thing last year. Pretty happy with it. It does a good job. It's great for a Ranger, four-wheeler, or anything like this. It's a lot better than one that goes on a tractor on a 3-point hitch. I will say that. However, man, I'm gonna tell you, they've got these acorn nuts on those things on the inside. Those are a joke. They really need to be nylon nuts, just like these right here, nylon locking nuts, because look at here. I put out 2,000 pounds of stuff Monday, Memorial Day Monday. And before I got to the end of the first round, I have done taken this cone off one time because the cone was not in line with the shaft right there. I fixed that. I trued it up and got it fixed. Put it back on, tighten everything in. I've had to tighten these nuts up on this thing a couple of different times. And so what happens is when this thing drops down, it falls on top of the spinner. Well, when it fell on top of the spinner, then the wings right here caught. You see they catch on that piece of metal right there. And when they did that, it bent them back and it bent the bottoms of them up. See, it's up. They're not supposed to look like that. Because see, there's one that's bent. There's one on here that it did not get bent. And there it is right there. That's what they're supposed to look like right there. So I'm going to take 3 of those off and reform them back, bend them back, and put me a bolt and a nylon nut on that. It really ticks me off right there pretty bad. I was running about 15 pounds of air in these tires, and I have dropped them down now to they don't have but 5 pounds of air in them now, to maybe give it a little bit of a cushion. But they know these things are going to take a beating, hopping that disc up ground and all, and I think that could be done a little bit better than that, because like I said, when this thing pops out, bam, it's going to land right on top. So what I ended up doing, because I mean I just started, what I ended up doing, I hooked me a ratchet strap in there, come up over the top of the bend and the cone, and hooked it over there on the other side and ratcheted it up tight as I could get away with to hold it up where I could get done. A little bit frustrating there, people, but like I said, I've done taking that cone off one time, but I don't want to take it off again. But could have done a little better than that, man, I believe.